Hello again, this is Randall Standridge. A question was asked this morning about how to draw a symmetrical drill, or drill shape, excuse me. And so I'm going to show you a technique that I use when I want to create a symmetrical shape. Again, there are multiple ways to do things in Pyware, but this is a technique that I use, and if you find it helpful, then yay. So anyway, I've taken the liberty of drawing a shape on the field, and we're going to change that into a symmetrical shape. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the halfway point. The way I will do that is I'm using the glue tool. And you'll see here where it says divide into, it's got lots of options, and the options I'm going to use is halves, so this will divide it directly in half. This was an odd number, so I will have one side bigger than the other. This side's 18, as you can see over there, and this side is 17. So I'm going to use the 18 side, and I'm going to draw on the 50, although you certainly don't have to do that. I'm going to just draw a curly Q real quick, and as I stated in my video yesterday, I am not great with curves, but we will do the best we can, and I may show you a couple things that I do to make my curves look a little bit better, because I need all the help I can get there. So first I'm going to get my basic curve shape there. Looks okay. I mean, it's a little bit lumpy, but we'll fix that in a moment. So I'm going to get the basic shape I want. Then I'm going to hit the morph tool, lock the intervals, delete half, and probably delete half one more time. And you'll see that starts to smooth out the shape, and then you can move some anchors around to make the final fixes to the curves you want. And I'm going to add an anchor here, which, by the way, you can do if you hold Shift and hit the line. You can add anchors or take them away. Like if I didn't want that anymore, I could just hit Shift and take that away. Hit a couple anchors and try to make the end of this curve look more like I'm wanting it to look. Still not great, but getting there. If anybody would ever like to post a video on easy ways to make beautiful curves, I would love that, because I am not good at that. Okay, let me check the basic shape here again. Alright, that's passable and good enough for this video, so I'll accept that. So we've got our shape on the right side now, and the question is, how do we get it to the left? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to, since we have a midway point here on the 50, I'm only going to need these parts because we won't be copying that. I'm going to highlight what I want to copy. I'm going to copy it, which I do by pressing Command-C. Then I'm going to highlight these players, and I'm going to push Command-V to paste, and you'll see that it pulls them across the field. Obviously, we don't want them there. But if you look in the paste control, there's a mirroring option, and you can mirror it vertically, which will throw it upside down, or downside up if you're a Blue Coats fan. You can do it horizontally, which sometimes if you're doing things off the center of the field will be the best option for creating symmetrical. And then you can also do it across mid-stage, which is what we're going to use now. And you can see that it'll throw the shape now where it's going to end up symmetrical across the field. This isn't necessarily the order that I want them to do in. So if you see here where it says matching lines, I can flip it where it goes there, or I can push clear. And if I wanted to, I could, set up my zipper move where this thing will open up like a flower instead of opening up like, just moving like a line. And then, boom, you see we've got a symmetrical shape. So just moving it. And there we go. So that is a way to, using that paste and mirroring tool is a way to create symmetrical shapes, and obviously you can use it to get way more complex than that. But I would definitely experiment with the mirroring tool. It's a really good tool to know and to use, and I hope you find it helpful. So anyway, that's how I and you may draw a symmetrical shape on Pyware. Have a great design season.